Warhammer Vermintide 2 has an upcoming expansion called The Winds of Magic, and it is being teased in the game's Twitter page. The tease includes a short glimpse of the new monsters that will be added to the game, which is the Minotaur. Minotaurs are actually a staple of the Beastman faction of the Warhammer universe, but they are actually a new enemy type of Vermintide 2. This will also come with the 8 magic winds that are able to modify the mobs, and the Winds of a Magic expansion will launch this August. For the 5th time, a puzzle and the dragons and a Final Fantasy crossover will be happening. This has been announced by Gung Ho Online Entertainment, and it will be adding new characters as well as some new dungeons to the game. This crossover is the biggest one as of yet because it will come with a lot of characters from most of the Final Fantasy games. The event will run until August 18, and a gift dungeon will be available up until the 11th, giving players a fat chocobo and a muggle from the 12th to the 18th. New gameplay systems were shared for the YS9 Monstrum Nox. More details were given about the game's skills and extra skills of the Monstrum party members, boosts the mechanic, as well as the Grimwald Night Survival Mode like event. And also another thing that has been explained is on how the Nox Gauge works. YS9 Monstrum Nox is set to launch on September 26th in Japan on a PS4, but for now, there is no available schedule for this to launch on the West, as Falcon is the first focusing the release in Japan. Treyarch teased the new pandemic mode coming to Call of Duty Black Ops 4, and this has been seen in the game's official Twitter account. The teaser really doesn't show much, but we got to see a zombie rising from the ground, and the perspective will shift to that of the zombie, suggesting that you can play as one. So Pandemic will be a battle royale take on the classic infected mode, and it will have 80 players. So here you got to fight to be the last survivor on Earth.
Let's keep it tight.
Civilization 6 reached a milestone selling more than 5.5 million copies. This marks the game as the fastest selling as compared to any of the games in the series. All of this has been confirmed by Take-Two Interactive during the company's quarterly earnings call. Civilization 6 launched in November of 2016, and in just a month after its release, the game was already able to sell 1 million copies. So no future plans were shared for the game by the developers, and the Civilization 6 is nearing its 30th anniversary.
For united, mankind is capable of many things, both great
Season 2019 has a new patch rolled out. This is available for PC and consoles, and it comes with support for NVIDIA's and AMD's new anti-aliasing options. The update will now support the NVIDIA Deep Learning Super Sampling DLSS, AMD Fidelity FX Upscaling, and Fidelity FX Sharpening, so that players will have so much better looking game overall. In addition to this, it is the option for players to choose HDR when running the game in DX12. You can check out the complete patch notes on the game's site. Arcade racing game Race Die Run is set to launch into Nintendo Switch this week. So starting August 9, players will get to experience a race where players will need to be fast and survive. Players will be controlling a ship in a sci-fi world and race through 60 challenging levels plus 15 insane levels, which will require ninja senses to beat. Hashtag Race Die Run can be played in solo or in online multiplayer. Dungeon Crawler Riverbound is currently available on PC, PS4, Xbox One, and developer Cucumber has announced that it will soon be available also on Switch. The developer did not mention when exactly Riverbond will be launching on the Switch, but they did mention that it will be available later this year. The Switch version will include the new world, which will also be coming to PC and other consoles as DLC. It will also include support for other languages such as German, Spanish, Russian, Japanese, and Korean. HQ Nordic has recently announced that Darksider 2 will be available on Nintendo Switch starting September 26th. The Switch version is the definitive version of the game, as it includes not only the base game but also other content. The definitive edition also contains 3 DLC: the Abyssal Forge, the Demon Lord Belial, and Argos Tombed. These DLCs will also add new boss fight, dungeons, weapons, and an extended gameplay. Additional gear and some improvements are also included in this edition. Call of Duty Modern Warfare is a cross-platform game, and the good news is that players on consoles will also be able to use a mouse and keyboards to play it. Infinity Ward design director Drew Seacott confirmed this through an interview with the PlayStation blog, and he further explained that the players who use a keyboard and mouse will be matched with other players using the same. Players won't be able to change their peripheral in the middle of a match, and a cross-platform play is available for multiplayer mode. Wasteland 3's alpha is set to launch this month, and it will be available for the game's backers on Fig. So backers who pledge first access on a higher end Fig will be able to join the alpha starting August 21st. So it is worth noting that the game is still in alpha, so participants will experience crashes and performance issues. But an Exile also said that they will be working to ensure they present a stable build, and the alpha won't include multiplayer as it will focus solely on combat. Riot announced that matchmaking and teamfight tactics will be getting some changes in its upcoming patch 9.16. Technical game designer Drift Morris explained through Twitter that the patch will fix in-game matchmaking and players won't be matched against the same player or the Ghost Army multiplayer times in a row. The patch won't change overall matchmaking though.
With the Psyonix now being owned by Epic Games, a new change is on the way for the game Rocket League, and it is the removal of the game's crate system, or more commonly known as the loot box system. Instead, just like Fortnite, the game will also have a storefront that will have items which are rotated daily. This makes sure that players will know exactly what they are getting instead of the randomized crates. The shops will refresh each day, having a different list of items every time. Fortnite Season X is here, and with it comes its first content update, which is patch V10.00. The update is transporting the tilted towers to the Old West along with part of its map. This also brings the automatic sniper rifle to the game, as well as a fan favorite game mode. The Tilted Town has an Old West style town that is complete with a sepia color filter, a gunsmith, as well as a saloon. There are also some Western themed weapons and so much more. You can check out the complete patch on their site. Death Stranding will be available at the Gamescom opening night, which will be on August 19. Kojima Production is hyping up the game as it is nearing its launch. The game previously shared a character trailer that introduces one of its characters named Heartman, and we are expecting more character introduction trailers in the coming few days, and we would probably get one during Gamescom. Death Stranding will have an exclusive launch for the PlayStation 4, which will be on November 8, 2019. Just last month, Remedy was able to launch their upcoming game Control's PC system requirements. However, last week they launched another set of PC requirements for the game, but it had been lowered. Because of this move, gamers are thinking that the developers downgraded the game for the PC port. Remedy's PR manager Thomas Buha answered this by writing on Risotera that the PC version of Control is not a downgraded version. Control is set to launch on August 27 for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Take-Two shared their first quarter 2020 fiscal earning, which consisted of NBA 2K19 selling more than 12 million units and Civilization 6 selling more than 5.5 million units. With the number of the Civilization 6 was able to achieve, it made it the fastest-selling game in all the Civilization series. Another thing that was revealed is the Borderlands 2 was able to sell 22 million copies worldwide across all its platforms. All in all, the Borderlands franchise sold more than 48 million units. The action-adventure strategy role-playing game from Event Horizon called Dark Envoy was announced via trailer. The game is said to be inspired by the Divinity series, XCOM, FTL, Mass Effect, and Dragon Age. It is a non-linear, having free movement exploration, turn-based tactical combat, as well as a real-time pre-combat. Players will get to use a sky ship in order to explore the world, offering procedurally generated dungeons and so much more. Dark Envoy is set to launch in 2020 for PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Shortest Trip to Earth by developer Interactive Fate and publisher Iceberg Interactive finally has a launch date, which is on August 15, 2019. The game is a roguelike spaceship simulator and it features ship management, exploration, real-time tactical battles, as well as decision-making that will influence the game. Get to embark on a journey across a procedurally generated universe where an intergalactic war is ongoing. There will be a huge space sectors filled with exotic life forms. The long-awaited event promised by Anthem is finally here. The event is called Cataclysm, which introduces new story missions, challenges, and so much more. The event was originally scheduled to launch in May but was postponed. Cataclysm will be a limited time event that will be running for 8 weeks. Most of the action that will be experienced in the game are single objective challenges that are replayable, having multiplayers and leaderboards. New inversions will be introduced weekly. For the first time ever, players are able to experience the huge DC Universe online anywhere, and it is now available on the Nintendo Switch. DC Universe Online offers 30 spectacular episodes that will be available in iconic locations like Gotham City, Metropolis, and Atlantis. A great thing about this is that players do not need a Nintendo Switch Online membership in order to play. Get to play as a superhero or a supervillain, or create your own very own with a wide selection of customizations. Novorama has announced that the first official summer event of Kill Squad is here. This sci-fi co-op ARPG is hosting this special event in order to thank players for a very successful Steam Early Access launch. The summer event will give players the chance to earn exclusive bounty each week of August. Players must complete contracts, collect special tokens, and so on. The event will only run until September 20. The exclusive Bounty Hunter skin will start with the character Kaz. The classical real-time strategy game Iron Harvest 1920 Plus will be at Gamescom 2018 in Cologne. The upcoming critically acclaimed real-time strategy game will have players control Diesel Mesh and go into an epic battle set in Europe that is said to end all wars. For fans of 1920 Plus who are able to join Gamescom 2018, you are able to meet the mastermind behind the art of Iron Harvest, Jacob Rosalski. He will be having a signing session on August 20, which is a Tuesday at 5 p.m. at the Iron Harvest booth. The new World of Warcraft Classic Stress Test is set to kick off August 8 at 11 a.m. PDT. The stress test is exclusive in Battle.net, and those with an active subscription can take part. The stress test is only scheduled until August 9 and will have a level cap of 15. The stress test will allow Blizzard to actively monitor issues in the game in preparation for its launch on August 27.